We're we're live. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're live. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Yes, we are.
Oh, there we go. I was just want to say why I can't see us. But there
Okay.
you go, right there. Okay. Cool beans.
We're live. We're live. Yes, we are.
Welcome back to Monday Night Chat, y'all.
Welcome to Monday Night Chat, y'all.
We
Yes,
want to say
yes.
thank you so much to everybody that's coming in the room.
Come on in.
Thank y'all so very much.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, y'all. Come
All
on
right. So far in the chat, the first person to comment is she or Shy Israel, I believe. I hope I'm saying it right.
in. Okay.
Jeanette Nilayo,
Okay.
Terry Harmon, Pretty in Pastels, Chris Collette, Brooke Farmer,
Broke Farm in the
Willow
house.
Tree, Karen Reed, Shauna Stark, Charlie Bolden, Jackie Griffin from Virginia.
VA in the house.
Creative Beauties, I say her name. Brenda Duncan, Rebecca Harp, Elijah Buchanan, Karen C, Fresh Springs 98,
Okay.
Mads J, I think that is, Catherine Jackson, BKG 30M.
Okay.
You're new here. Well, welcome. Thank you so
Welcome,
much for
y'all.
joining us Monday Night Chat. Laura and Lynette Anderson from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin in the house.
Crescentia, I hope I said that right.
Okay.
Thank you for the advice on Azure Standard. Just placed my first order. Go ahead, Linda. Tell me about it. Were you happy? I know you were. Tia Drumgold. Stephanie from New York. Jay Stewart.
NYC in the house.
I know. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us here. Elijah's from Mississippi, by the way.
Mississippi.
Lori, North Carolina. James is from Virginia.
Another VA in the house.
Yep. All right. Barbara's from Georgia.
Georgia.
Pre-retirement days. Comfort Foods and more. How you doing? Brenda says she's in Texas. Creative Beauty is in upstate New York.
Texas in another NYC.
Yeah.
In the
Catherine's
house.
Mississippi. Paula's Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Linda is in Savannah. Hi,
Savannah.
neighbor.
How you doing, neighbor?
And Shy Israel's from Hampton, Virginia.
Hampton, VA.
Thank y'all so much for coming on in the room. Thank y'all so much. Gavitt is in Kansas.
Kansas in the house.
Sherry's in Maryland.
Maryland.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't say it right. I'm sorry. Angela's in New Jersey.
Jersey.
She. Okay. Thank you so much for the correction. Thank you so much. Okay. Wonderful. Michelle Jones from our home state of Louisiana.
Louisiana in the house.
Depending on what part, it could be Louisiana. Belinda, Shalom. Okay. Dave Brooks, Tennessee. Amy is in Suffolk, Virginia. Chris, Michigan. Belinda's in Florida.
Oh, well, we got Michigan in the Florida.
We got everybody. Princess Pamela's World is in Portland, Oregon.
Okay, Oregon.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Kimberly's in Kansas. Mel's Beautiful Garden. Thank you so much. Carol is in Richlands, North Carolina. Rebecca from Central Valley, California. Is it Rial? I hope so. She's in Montana. Divine Inspirations is in North Carolina. Michelle is in Oklahoma. Thank you, Elijah. Hebrew Helpline, Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma Hebrew Helpline.
Michelle Jones, I have been taught a lot from y'all about gardening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And shout out to you, Elijah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Tia,
Yes.
good evening from Maryland. Thank everybody so much for coming on into the chat. I feel like I'm
You feel like what now?
I feel like I'm cloudy. Maybe it's this light. Okay. But thank y'all so very, very much. We really appreciate you all coming into the chat.
Yes.
Right now, we have about 117 people in the chat room. And if you all could take a moment to step out of the chat and go hit that thumbs up button.
Thumbs up, y'all.
We got
yes,
117.
Y'all.
So hopefully we can get 117 people to go out and hit that thumbs up button. We would certainly appreciate that.
Yes,
thank y'all so very, very much. Let's see. Mrs. C is here from North Carolina, our experimental gardener.
Okay.
How you doing, Mrs. C? Good to see you.
Mrs. C.
God's Desire for Me, North Carolina, Glorious Garden. How you doing, Glory's Garden. Growing with Hudson. Hey, how you doing? So glad you could join us here. Valerie Hightower, North Carolina.
Okay.
Thank y'all so very much for going out and hitting that thumbs up button. If you did, that really means a lot to us. Growing with Hudson is in Tennessee.
Okay. Tennessee.
All right. Wonderful. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and dive into tonight's Monday night chat. We got a lot of feedback from I'm going to stand that right there so I can see. How about that? Yeah. There we go. We got a lot of feedback from our previous Monday night chat. And the questions that we got was, what are we supposed to do, if we're not getting our SNAP benefits anymore? And I think Mr. H said veterans are getting their SNAP benefits.
Yeah, say he was talking about making a way for veterans to get the SNAP benefits, but for us like the regular people, no.
Nobody else, not the elderly, just the veterans.
Just the veterans. Okay. But we haven't seen that yet with the veterans.
Right, and I can verify that here in just a couple of days because we know some veterans.
Yeah.
So we can verify that if that's true or not, but y'all let us know what you've heard. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to again thank everybody that's in the chat. And again, if you have not done so, please go out and hit that thumbs up button for us, please. That would mean a lot.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Judy London says, good night, Homestead Heart. Love from the Caribbean islands of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Trinidad.
Oh, y'all, I got to turn my oven off. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, while she's tending to that, welcome. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Tonight is a very important topic. The whole nation is on their seats about the SNAP benefit. A lot of people are like on the brink of not able to make that grocery list for this Thanksgiving. And I know, hey, it's going to be tough out there if we don't get the SNAP benefits when it comes to buying the turkey, dressing, what you need to make that holiday, or if you're going to make that holiday.
I don't think nobody's going to be making that holiday. I think everybody is focused now on just trying to feed their family. And I'm going to be honest with you. And then we're going to get into our topic, but I'm going to be honest with you. Whether the SNAP benefits are reinstated or not, well, actually, this is in line with our topic tonight. And before we dive into that, y'all, I really want to go back to this point because I didn't want to forget. The person who said they got their first order from Azure Standard, I was serious when I said post in the comment section what you think about the order that you got from Azure, because you all, Azure sponsors some of our videos, and we're
Yeah.
always encouraging. We've been encouraging y'all for years
Yes.
to buy your foods in bulk every chance you get, and use Azure Standard and use our discount code that I'll leave
Yes.
in the description.
Yes.
Is Homestead Heart 15, and it allows you to save 15% off of your first order. But if you are not new, you still can use our link, because that lets Azure Standard know that you're there, because we advised you to shop with them. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we've been encouraging you all for a long time. Please buy 50 pounds of this or 25 pounds of that. Go ahead and get what you can get in bulk, so that when something like this happens, not if, when something like this happens and you're a person who receives SNAP benefits, you won't be impacted by this.
You won't.
Because you will have prepared your family ahead of time, right?
Yeah. And so this is a very smart decision, by shopping at Azure Standard, where you can go ahead and get everything that you need in case these grocery stores have any kind of security issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead and get what you need, have that security blanket, have everything ready in case you can. You have everything in bulk from Azure Standard, start canning it up.
Look, it's an insurance policy.
Yes.
Right? If you like people say all the time, if you have a vehicle, you're required by law to have insurance. I know some of us be riding dirty, but I ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, if you have insurance on your vehicle, think about the benefit of having insurance in case somebody accidentally hits you or you accidentally hit somebody. That's a benefit to you, right? So the same thing when we talk about buying your food in bulk and storing it away for a hard time.
Yes.
And that's not something you go into, it's your insurance policy.
That's right.
For yourself and your family in case something happens. And it doesn't necessarily have to be SNAP. You can get injured on your job and can't go to work. Or you could just lose your job. Or something could happen and you're out of work for days at a time or weeks at a time even.
Yeah.
I remember when Miss H was in his accident, he was out of work for months.
Yeah.
You know how look, that food that we grow and that we preserved, that came in handy.
Yeah. And see, and see, when you living from check to check, everything is in cycles. Like, you're working and you're getting paid and everything is in cycles. But when you buy in bulk, you can, insurance, hey, we got this right here in case anything happened. It could be, it could be from getting injured, like we were just saying, SNAP benefits, a storm, without power, different scenarios.
Yeah.
Could happen. So with Azure Standard, just go ahead and get that big bag of beans, rice, whatever.
Yes, whatever it is that you need, right? But let's go ahead and get into our topic: how to feed your family without SNAP benefits.
Yes.
And even if you don't receive SNAP benefits, you can share this with others, because we all know somebody, or either we know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that receives SNAP benefits. Yeah. So you can share this. So we're going to go ahead and get right into our topic tonight. And the first thing is going to be changing your mindset.
That's key.
Right?
Yes.
Because sometimes we have a mindset of, when we purchase what's quick and easy, right? We may purchase a lot of processed or ultra processed foods, a lot of things in bags and boxes. And so we're going to have to learn to change our mindset so we can start with a habit of cooking from scratch.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Like Big Mama used to do. Mama and Big Mama, they cooked from scratch when we was growing up. You didn't see no bunch of boxes in a cabinet or a bunch of bags of anything in the freezer.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Because back then the refrigerators wasn't even that big.
No, they was not.
That's something to think about.
The ice box was not that big.
It was an ice box.
Yeah, the ice box with the two handles, right? The one you pull down and the other one you pull up, right? The icebox wasn't that big, but I'm gonna tell you now. I remember my mom and my dear having a big bucket full of like flour, big buckets full of beans and things like that, you know. And me being the kind of person that I wasn't a big bean eater. But my grandmother always made sure that on the table for me was some chicken and dumpling or something like that, because I wasn't into pintos and limas and all of that. I hated those beans, you know, and black eyed peas was certainly not going to be on the menu for me.
Yeah.
And so when it came to things like that, I just remember my grandmother cooked everything from scratch.
Yeah. And also the chicken, you know, you just have just a couple of little packs of chicken in there, whatever kind of meat, beans, rice. It wasn't like how we have these big refrigerators, you know, that's wide and bulky.
Yeah.
You know, because
it wasn't like that when I was growing up either.
Because we live simple.
We did.
We live
very,
simple.
very simple.
Yeah.
In fact, going to the meat market was something that my grandmother probably did once a week. And it wasn't for us to have meat every day either.
Yeah.
Okay. She might, you know, send us to the meat market and we might get a pound of this or a pound of that. It didn't come in these packages like what we have now. You had to go to the butcher and you had to get your meat from behind the butcher's counter. And it wasn't a lot. And mostly, if she would get chicken thighs, that's probably what's going to be for chicken and dumpling or something like that, you know. But we just didn't have a spread of meat on the table every day.
And then they wrap the meat up in a white bag or white sheet and mark on it.
Yeah.
And that was it, you know. And, you know, people were a lot better. They was more slim, fit, you know.
Yes.
It wasn't obesity. It wasn't a lot of fat people back in those days in the 60s and 70s. Everybody was kind of like slim, like, you know, and
that was because of our diet.
Yeah, because, you know, now they got processed food.
Yeah, and that's affecting all of us and our health, right?
Yes, it's affecting us because, you know, what they putting in the food. But basically, that's how they did things back in the days.
It is. Now, Cassandra Wiley says in Virginia, SNAP recipients got 25% of their benefits for the week. And T Money 78 says our elders had gardens they went to, and the owners would charge $2 to allow neighbors to pick produce from their gardens. Now, I'm gonna tell you, my grandmother had a garden too, and my great grandfather, her father, had a whole farm, right? And I remember watching them grow food, and my grandfather had all kinds of animals, all kinds of livestock. And what they did during those times, they traded with the people down the road, right? So if one neighbor was growing, I don't know, what was it, field peas and stuff like that?
Yeah.
If they was growing field peas and another neighbor was growing some kind of corn, you know, it was always a trade.
They would trade, right?
It was always a trade. But I always remember them growing food. I don't remember a time where I would go to my grandfather's farm and there wasn't animals everywhere or he wasn't growing some kind of crop.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's the way that it was with our elders. And that's what we got to do. We got to start thinking like they thought.
Yeah.
Because in their minds, everything was about survival, right? So we have to think about that. And we're probably feeding 2 or 3 children, but I think my grandmother was one of 13. I could be. Wow. I think it could have been more than that. But one of 13 children. Now they had a bunch of children, and then none of them starved. They always fed very well.
Yeah.
And so it was because of learning how to feed yourself and get away from these mass-produced foods that they put in bags with this, that, and the other, in boxes and all of that. You know, you can only imagine the harsh chemicals that's going into that just to preserve that food to be on the shelf for a very long time.
And another thing when it comes to growing your own food, with the mindset, changing your mindset, is that don't underestimate how much food grow
Please
from
don't.
one plant.
Please don't.
From one plant.
Yes. Yes.
And then
Please don't.
from one plant, you can harvest more than one time.
That's right.
And you be amazed on how much food grow from that one plant.
That's right.
Plentiful,
That's right.
y'all.
And that's absolutely correct, oh snap. We didn't really have GMO issues and Roundup
No,
and
we
all of
didn't.
that because we knew, well, when our folks was feeding their gardens, you know, it was going to be with the manure from the animals that was right there on their farms, and it wasn't going to be any harsh chemicals. Okay, so that's absolutely correct. Pack Woman says meat, vegetables, fruit, flour, eggs. Not much at all is needed. Milk, cream, and butter. That's right. Keeping it simple.
Wow.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple.
Uh-oh. Yeah, keeping it simple.
Yeah.
That's right. Saturdays went to the butcher, ordered bulk meats in New York City.
Oh man, look at that.
Her Tasha Lee says my grandmother lived on pinto beans.
Yeah.
Meat we used in casseroles to stretch it. Remember I said that
Oh
chicken
man,
and
that's
dumpling?
right.
I'm telling you,
That's
that was
right.
my favorite meal. I don't remember seeing no big humps and chunks of meat. I just remember seeing shredded up meat in there, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a whole ton of meat that was in there, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and
We stretched it out.
Yeah, and it was always cornbread because that was probably one of the cheapest breads that could have been made at that time.
Yeah.
You know, so for us, no, we didn't have to do all of that extra stuff like what's going on right now. It is, Miss So and So, time to go back to basics.
There you go. Going back
It's
to the
time
basics.
to go. We got to go back to basics. I'm gonna tell you something because see, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it this way. A year ago, when I said that this could happen, a lot of people said this would never happen. Today, we're seeing it happening, right? So I'm going to tell you today that when this happens again, and it will, and it may be for a much longer period of time, we need to start preparing ourselves for that now.
Yeah.
And whether they give SNAP benefits back to the people or not, I'm still going to say, don't go spend crazy. Spend the benefits wisely. You know, spend it wisely.
Yes.
Purchase what you need for your family. Buy your goods and staple goods to bake and make your foods from scratch. Take the rest of that and build a pantry.
Yes.
Okay? You got to change your mindset.
Yes. Build a pantry.
You got to change the mindset.
And don't go back to relax mode.
Please don't. Please don't.
After this go away, don't think that it won't happen again. Because it could be like they trying to wean us off.
I'm telling you.
Okay, we're going to do this to them and we're going to see what kind of reaction we get. Okay, now we're going to reinstate it.
Yep.
And we're going to let the Christmas and Thanksgiving go on.
Yeah, see, that's what they'll do. No, we're going to put them back for Thanksgiving so that we don't suffer.
Yeah.
Right? So that our bottom line doesn't get impacted by this. So we got to reinstate them before Thanksgiving so people can shop as usual. Yeah. But I'm going to be honest. If I were you, I wouldn't spend a dime on nothing for Thanksgiving, nothing extra. I wouldn't spend a dime on nothing extra for Christmas, nothing for New Year. I wouldn't do it. It's a setup. I'm telling you. I would not do it. I would spend that money on food that I need.
There you go. And preserve it. Preserve it.
And preserve it.
Because they want to have a strong last quarter of this year. Exactly. So everything can be strong.
It's about them, not you. Never has been about you.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, when I listen to this man, I can't think of his name right now, but when I listen to this man talking about people who receive SNAP benefits, and he made the statement or the comment that I bet there will be a whole lot of people off the unemployment list as a result of them not getting SNAP benefits. I thought that was a very cruel and disrespectful thing to say. Thank you.
Yes, I think so too.
Will you turn the oven completely off? It ought to be done now.
Okay.
And you crack the oven door too to let that heat out. But I thought that was a very cruel thing to say. because you have not taken into account people who are on disabilities. You have not taken into account people who already got a job, man, and they're doing the best that they can, but they still need SNAP benefits. So that was a ignorant thing to say, and it shows you the sick mindset of people in this world when it comes to our fellow man.
Yes.
See, that's why scripture says you can tell when you've been raised from death into life because you love the brotherhood or the sisterhood. And if you have no love for your fellow man, no, you still dead inside. Okay,
Yeah.
you still dead inside, mentally dead, spiritually, you dead inside.
Wow.
Right? There's nothing in you. And that simply means if there's nothing in you like of goodness and kindness towards your fellow man, then God is not present in you either, because God doesn't reside in a house like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to get back to changing our mindsets, going back to
The
basics. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what is another thing we can do? We can start growing high calorie but inexpensive food. Right?
Repeat that again.
High calorie, inexpensive food. And I think we said this in our last live, plant a squash seed or two. You will not stop that stuff from growing. I don't care what you do with it. You're going to be begging people to take it off your hands because you're going to be getting that much of it, right? Beans need little to no effort. Put the bean in the ground and watch what it do. You don't have to give it no azomite. You don't have to give it any mycorrhiza fungi. You don't have to give it. Just put the bean seed in the ground and watch what it does. It'll never stop producing until a cold snap or something come and take it out, right?
Yeah, but you're going to need some fertilizer and put some fertilizer.
No, you don't.
I mean, but it'll help. But it'll help, though.
We don't put any fertilizer on our green beans. No nitrogen, no phosphorus.
But depending on the soil, I would just say maybe it would help out some.
I'm telling you, beans is not one of those that require that kind of attention. It really is not. You can throw. Why do you remember that story? We know it was, a fake story. But remember Jack and the Beanstalk when he just threw beans out on the ground and they grew? That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Because right now outside, we were growing Tabasco peppers last year. And I grew them this year in a different place. But in the place where I grew them last year, some of the pepper seeds fell on the ground and they were just down there. Right now outside, I got brand new pepper plants. I know they're not going to put a single bud on because it's cold. But I got like 5 or 6 Tabasco pepper plants just growing all by themselves. The same thing that happened with the basil and the cilantro. All of these things, I didn't plant them. Well, I planted the cilantro last year, but it started coming up on its own.
Yeah.
See, you can plant low cost but high calorie foods like potatoes. Potatoes don't take very much. Dig a hole and put them in the ground. If you got some fertilizer, put some fertilizer down there and if you don't have very much fertilizer, I understand, but they just won't get big.
Yeah.
But they're gonna grow. You can't stop them from growing.
Yeah, it's a lot of crops that you'll be surprised that will put on some fruit, grow it the proper way. You'll be surprised how much food you'll have for your family. So
that's right.
So don't underestimate a small garden.
Don't do it.
Small raised beds, because I'm telling you, you got some crops that'll run, vine, just go all over the place.
Yep.
And you have stuff everywhere. So, you can feed yourself, from your backyard garden. And especially, you have a way of storing this food.
Right.
And you just don't never underestimate yourself.
Don't underestimate yourself. And let's see, Tamika says, I planted rampicante squash and it took over. I had so much squash and I dehydrated plenty as well and shared. It's a 2-season squash and I have plenty stored.
Wow.
Miss So-and-so says just bought 20 pounds of lentils to put up, I'm thinking she's meaning. And she can use it for soup and stew and
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Thames 308. We need to respect the dirt under our feet. What you say?
Oh yes, we do.
In urban areas and where food deserts persist, people do not take advantage of growing things in pots.
I know.
That is so true.
Yeah.
4HM, The Basics of Life is a song for this. Okay. Off Milk says squash and potatoes, sweet potatoes are pretty hard not to grow. Once it gets started, garlic seems to take care of it. Look, I don't do, once we put that garlic in the ground, we don't
That
even
was
go
it.
back and visit that garlic anymore. It's on its own. And if you've ever watched our garlic harvest, you know we harvest plenty of garlic. We don't
Yeah.
ever struggle with garlic, right?
Yeah.
So garlic will take care of all of these things that everybody is sharing with you in the chat, y'all. I'm telling you,
In a lot of
this is
food, in
valuable.
a lot of this food that we grow, like garlic, it's medicine.
Yes, it is.
A lot of this stuff, you be surprised. Like you don't have to go to the pharmacy. You can find out. You can grow different herbs.
Yeah.
Make teas and stuff. So gardening is really, really one of the things that everybody need to get used to
Yes.
doing.
Yes,
Back to
indeed.
the old school way.
And that's
Yes.
true. And we
Mm.
talked about bartering. If you're gardening and your neighbors are gardening, we talked about bartering
Mhm.
so that if you're growing something that they're not, we can learn to come together and share these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is raising small livestock.
Yeah.
Think about this. I know people who grow livestock in their garages, in their basements. Do you know what they're raising? Quail.
Yes. Now I had quail at one time, and they're very easy
So easy.
to maintain.
Dense. The protein in quail is very dense.
Yes, it is.
Very dense. Little old bitty bird, packed with protein.
Yes, they are.
And people are growing them in their basements, in their garages, in these little cages that they build, and we built ours.
Mm-hmm. And you tend to them, and they lay these eggs, and
that's another source of protein.
Yeah, and they will multiply. So
very fast
and easy to maintain.
Very easy to maintain.
They don't make no noise.
Mm-mm.
Even if you probably have an HOA,
they'll never know you got them. They'll never know you got them.
They never know.
They'll never know you got them because you know what I'm saying. They will never know you got them.
Don't tell them we telling y'all.
You could tell them I said so.
Because a lot of people have HOA and they
have
think,
problems with them. There's people having trouble with HOA right now about HOA overstepping. And this one woman with her son taking a picture by a tree. The HOA lady is. But anyway, you all small livestock.
Yes.
And if you have a small backyard, you can even put yourself a few chickens back there. If you're in an urban area, you don't need a rooster for eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the eggs will be a constant source of protein for you and your family, right?
Yeah.
But if you have more space, then you can have more chickens and raise chickens for meat and all of that. But that's something that you really would want to think about doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can't afford to buy feed for chickens. My great-grandparents never bought chicken feed. The chickens ate whatever was left over from the dinner table.
Chicken scraps.
It was just scraps. Whatever it was, go throw that out to the chickens.
I don't know what kind of chickens they had back in them days, but they kept
laying eggs.
They kept laying eggs, didn't they?
They kept on laying eggs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes. Now let's see. Jackie Griffin says, please don't forget container gardening. Yes. You can also grow indoors year around. I started with y'all 5 years ago and bring some things indoors to maintain fall and winter months. That's absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. That is absolutely correct. I mean, you can grow in containers. You can even build an aquaponics system, right? Or a hydroponic system if you don't want to deal with the fish. But either way, you can grow indoors. You don't have to always be outside. You can find a little space. I have a seed starting shelf. That shelf is still up. I had 2 of them. I had one right here where my grandbaby's game is right here. And I have another one right there that I have not taken down. I was going to take it down, but I said, for what? I'm getting ready to start seeds again here in just a couple of months. Why go through all that trouble?
Yeah.
So I left it sitting right there. And believe it or not, I can turn that into a garden if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I can grow lettuce under my grow lights right there if I wanted to. I can give it a liquid fertilizer if I wanted to and still grow plenty of lettuce and all of that. I watched somebody grow turnips in a coffee can in their house.
Wow.
Beets.
Mm.
3 little beets was growing inside of one of the plastic Folgers coffee cans in their house under lights on a shelf.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, grow bags. If you have a balcony or a patio, grow bags would be a good source, right?
In other words, be creative, right?
Creative. I mean, I'm just amazed at some of the things that I see when people send us pictures of what they're able to do with what they have, because not everybody has a garden.
I'm amazed.
A yard.
I'm amazed that a lot of the Asian gardeners grow cantaloupes, trellis, all the way up. They got this wall. They got systems. They have so many.
It's amazing.
I mean,
yeah,
it's so many different ways of gardening.
So many different ways. It's absolutely amazing. Let's see. I know, Tiger. HOA Karens. My goodness. Oh. HOA hey, Tommy Bites Homestead. How you doing? I always, I don't know why I be in a hurry. I be ready to call her full name. I'll be like, I can't do that. But I think her name is so pretty. I be wanting to say her name, her whole name. I think it's such a pretty name. Let's see. Precious SoCal Gardener says, I'm in an HOA and I have chickens. Learn the ordinances in your area. It can be done. That's right, sis. That's absolutely right.
That's good.
That's right. See, everybody's staying into it with this HOA stuff. I mean, I always say the same thing. I feel like people in the HOA community need to get together and hire their own lawyer to deal with HOA people who are just kind of overstepping, right? Like the woman with the son in the tree. Because he was standing by the tree, y'all. Waiting. I think he was waiting on the school bus or something like that. So I ain't gonna get into that because when I read that story, I became furious.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of these different HOA need to kind of ease up off the people because.
No, but that's just a sign of the condition of a person's heart, right?
Yeah.
See, if a person is a certain way in their heart. It ain't nothing you gonna do about that. Nothing at all. That's between them and God. It ain't nothing you can do about a person that has a diseased heart. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Now let's see here. I was trying to catch up with the pump. I forgot to harvest our pumpkins.
It still ain't too late.
It's been 30-something degrees out there in the mornings.
Yeah.
I gotta go get them pumpkins, y'all. Yeah. Coffee grounds, crushed eggshells into the dirt. For roses, okay. Let's see. Belinda says, I got some lettuce starts and put them on my seed starting shelf. That's right. Buy turkeys when they on sale and can them.
Oh, wow. That's good.
If you're going to buy the turkeys, if they on sale, if you're going to buy the turkeys, that's right.
And that's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of meat. Why take that turkey and
thank you for that
and
tip.
Put it on the table for one day?
Yeah.
When you can take that turkey will feed you for so many meals, depending on how many people you got in your family. That's absolutely
that's a great idea. And that's a lot of meat, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Radishes take 3 weeks. That's right. Radishes fried are good. And I learned that roasted radishes are good too. I don't like them raw, but I learned that roasted radishes are good too. Tommy Bites says Virginia is the only state giving out stamps right now. They will give out partial payments every week instead of monthly, at least for November or until the shutdown is over.
Seems like they easing on in there with the stamps, huh?
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I wouldn't hold my breath on nothing. And like I said, even if they do come back with it, I would not, the way you're feeling about it right now, I would remember that.
Yeah.
So that you'll never have to feel like that again.
So take this as a wake up call.
Yeah, people playing with your
Yeah.
family's lives and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that's something. When somebody else is holding your family's life in the palm of their hand, that's a problem, right?
Yes, it
So
is.
we have to learn to take back our power, take back control of our own families, and not give them so much power. If they're gonna give you something, great. Accept whatever it is that they give you, but use it wisely. Yeah, use it wisely.
Yes, control. That's what they want.
That's absolutely correct.
Controlling your life.
That's absolutely
with
correct.
Food.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Now, we talked about raising livestock, but one of the things that we probably don't think about or remember is basic foraging.
Yes.
Basic foraging.
Basic foraging.
I'm not telling nobody to go way down in the jungle deep. I'm talking about basic foraging where, like, in some places like Florida, you got starfruit trees everywhere.
You got coconuts.
Yeah.
You know how to cut it with the machete, slice it, get the coconut milk out of it, and
use the flesh for something else too.
Yeah, and eat the flesh.
Mangoes
is just so wonderful, man.
Ooh. See, that's basic foraging, because I think, Mr. H, I think it's more like if the branches are hanging over the sidewalk, it's available for public people, right? See?
But they have so many mango trees down there where, when you go in certain places, you don't have to ask.
They just everywhere.
Yeah.
Basic foraging.
And really, the landscapers, you have to pay the landscapers to get all this stuff, because a lot of people don't want to be fooling with a lot of fruit that's on the ground, because it sit there, flies get on them, so they don't like to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it just falls and
rot right there on the ground, y'all.
A lot of people don't like fruits.
Basic foraging, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of people really don't like fruits like some people.
I remember we had my grandmother and all of the neighbors. There was plum trees everywhere, pecan trees, just growing. And Mr. H and I, when we were young, we didn't know each other.
But we
didn't know each other. We were children.
Yeah.
We didn't know each other, but we used to pick berries at the same place.
Yeah. We had this long stretch behind this golf course.
Yep. Behind the Y.
Yeah. behind our junior high school.
Yeah.
And you see children just picking berries.
I mean, just bowls and bowls of berries, you know.
We had fun.
And it wasn't dangerous. We weren't in a dangerous location or anything like that. But y'all, we would pick, and some of us would use the thing of our shirt, and we would be putting berries. And I remember my grandma saying, "Don't put those berries in your shirt. I'll never get them stains out of this shirt."
I used to take some bags with me, though.
Yeah, we used to take the little brown paper bags with us too.
Yeah.
To get the berries and stuff.
But those berries were so
good. They were big and sweet, right? And that was when we were little. We were young children, right? And so that's just kind of showing you that basic foraging.
Yes.
You can still do that in a lot of places, you all. In a lot of places.
A lot of places.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just remember that, basic foraging. And I think I may have said this already, but lastly, don't forget how Mama and Big Mama and Madeir used to do.
Yes.
They could feed 10 children, right? They can make $1 out of 15 cents.
And I'm gonna say something, Mrs. H, finna go crazy when I say this. Big Papa, black man in the neighborhood, used to go fishing, bring in a white perch, bass,
bucket loads of fish,
all kind of fish. I'm telling you,
fish.
The old school used to get down. I'm telling you.
Look, my grandfather was a big fisherman, right? And I would go fishing with him sometimes when I was real teeny tiny, little bitty something. But my grandfather would come home with all of that fish. I mean, he would have so much fish, he couldn't keep it all. So he would give it, of course, to his children, but then he would share it with everybody else who wanted some fish.
Yeah.
It was that much fish a lot of times, right?
And everybody seemed like people still fishing like they used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think we need to get back. We need to tune our skills up because me and Mrs. H, we got fishing rods and we've been
Yeah.
tuning our skills up, and y'all
Yeah.
do the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's right. Learn how to fish. Learn how to fish. You
Mhm.
know. I always look when I used to go to Lock and Dam number 5. This was in Louisiana.
Lock and Dam
Lock and
number
Dam
5.
number 5.
Uh-huh.
And I would catch all kind of fish. And there was always this Asian man that was there,
Mhm.
and he hated bass fish,
Mhm.
and he hated buffalo.
Mhm.
And it seemed like every time I would throw my line out there, I'm catching catfish that were like big size catfish. And I remember one day he saw me throwing them back, and he ran over there. He's like, no, 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 no. You know, and he, you know, he wanted to trade with me,
Mhm.
even though I didn't know what he was saying.
Uh-huh.
I knew he didn't want me to throw that catfish back in that water.
You finna throw it in there.
I was finna throw him right on back. But from that moment on, anytime we would be out there and I would see him out there,
Yeah.
if I caught a catfish, I would just hold it up.
Uh-huh.
And if he had a bass or a buffalo, we would just trade.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so learning how to
Fish. Yes, learn
All
how
right?
to fish
learn
because
how to feed. Just look, God gave us everything we needed. We didn't need the government to put the fish in the water. God gave us everything that we needed.
Say that again.
We didn't need the government to put the fish in the water. Right?
God put that fish in the water.
Look, people hunt the deer all the time. We didn't need the government to go and make deer for people to hunt. God did that for us, right?
And some
wild turkeys.
Some people hunt rabbits.
Some people hunt rabbits, and
you know.
Now I ain't no squirrel and raccoon person, but I know people do stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we gotta learn how to get back to
the old
being
school,
self-reliant,
mm-hmm. self-sufficient, you know. And it really wasn't that tough or bad back in them days, you know.
No.
We were more active and we was outside more. We got sun, and the food that we ate gave us more energy, seemed like, because we stayed outside all day.
It was more nutrient dense.
Yeah, and we stayed outside all day.
That's right.
I'm like, man, we used to play from 10 o'clock in the morning till the sun go down.
Right.
And you can't get children to go out there and do that now. But they can learn how to do that.
They can learn.
Yeah.
They absolutely can learn.
We used to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I remember my mother saying, you know, there was never a time when they didn't have food.
Yeah.
Her daddy always was growing food, or he was hunting food, him and them boys, because he had a ton of sons. Mm-hmm. And so they was always hunting. Mm-hmm. But they was never hungry. And my grandmother and her mother, my great-grandmother, they were the ones in the house doing the cooking, because my grandfather said that my grandmother, he didn't want her outside on the farm because she wasn't good out there. You know? Yeah. But she was great in the kitchen with her mother. Mm-hmm. And so they were the ones who were preparing the food. My grandfather would go get the food, whether he was growing it or hunting it, bring it home, and they would take care of the rest, right? Mm-hmm. Making butter. My grandmother said they would be on that front porch, seemed like they would be all year churning a churn of, you know, doing some butter. Yeah. And that was from the cows that they had. Yeah. So we really do have to find a way to get back to basics. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, if we can take hate out of our heart, because see, I'm going to tell you, hate is going to be the fall of it all. Yeah. If we can take hatred out of our hearts, then we can learn to come together, one neighbor with another. And if this neighbor has a cow, you may not have a cow. Yeah. But you can get your milk and whatnot from them to make your butter and your cheeses and all of that, and yogurt and all of that. Yeah. And you can trade them for something that you may have. Yeah. Right. And so we really are going to have to become more self-reliant. Yeah. And get back to basics. And
we got to have unity.
Got to be unified.
You know, we come together. This is the perfect situation to where everybody should be on code. Yeah. Bartering, you know, take the hatred out and come together, you know. Yeah. And we would be successful.
That's absolutely correct.
You know?
That's absolutely correct. All right, let's go back to the comments for one last time. Let's see here.
What's that?
Okay. All right, Tiger. Tiger says my grandmother made fried squirrel
Oh my God.
and fried rabbit and gravy. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Look, I was that one child. I was the one child, the one granddaughter, the one great granddaughter that if you put stuff like that in front of me, I would cry all day long because I was not gonna eat
You went down with that, huh?
Oh my goodness, I could not. If I knew what it was, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. I didn't eat. I didn't eat that
Mm-mm.
kind of stuff either.
I don't care. Look, that's why I'm telling you. The reason I love rice and butter so much is because there was many a days I was not eating that stuff that they cooked, right?
Yeah.
So if my mom cooked liver and gravy,
Oh, I couldn't eat that. Mm-mm.
then to go over some rice, well, guess what my meal was? She didn't cook nothing special for me.
Yeah.
What she cooked was what she cooked.
Yeah.
So,
the rice and gravy was your deal.
but if the liver was in the gravy, I wasn't eating the gravy either.
Yeah.
That's why I fell in love with rice and butter.
Mm-hmm.
If they did pinto beans and stuff like that to go over rice,
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah.
I wasn't eating pinto beans. It was gonna be rice and butter.
Yeah.
That's what I ate.
Well, we gonna figure this thing out,
Oh
y'all.
my goodness.
We gonna figure it out because we got ideas the way how we grew up with the old school people cook. So we gonna get back to it, and maybe we will be eating a lot more healthy.
We will be eating healthy, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, because we'll be cutting out the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. We'll be cutting out the middleman and all his chemicals.
And then this is what the middleman gonna do, y'all. The middleman gonna try to come back.
He is, and lower his prices.
No, he gonna try to come back because he gonna see that the people are going back, pushing away from the processed foods and his big box stores, and when we grow our own stuff and start just eating simple, then they gonna try to come back because they gonna miss
We're
that
gonna
dollar.
be like, we don't want you no more. We don't want you no more. We done. We breaking up.
Yeah.
We breaking up. This is a bad relationship.
Yeah.
We gotta break up with them, right?
Yes.
You don't stay in no abusive relationship, do you? You gotta break up.
But he gonna say, hey, we got a deal for y'all.
It's over.
Here's the deal.
It's over. I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more.
Because they gonna try to come back now.
They gonna try.
Because I know we always make a way.
Yes.
The people always make a way.
Yes, indeed. Tia says my dad had turtle soup.
Oh my
They
God.
tricked me. Wait a minute.
Turtle soup.
They tricked me with that. Never ate soup again with the she a vegan.
Oh wow. Turned into a vegan. Boy, I'm telling you, all these critters. I'm so glad that I wasn't born in them days and I had to be forced to eat that kind of
soup.
stuff.
Lord have mercy.
I'm so glad that I wasn't forced to eat that kind of stuff, but I do understand people have to survive.
People did what they had to do
to survive.
Now, Nat Kikuna, I hope I said that right, says liver and onions, y'all not only good for, but good to you. I can't stand liver, y'all. I can't stand the smell of it. I can't do it.
I tried it one time and it kept breaking up in my mouth and I was about to throw up.
Okay, don't remind me. Don't remind me. It was like dirt.
Oh, it was like dirt.
I can't do it. But let's see here. Belinda says, as Led Farmer said, there's no hate in the grocery aisle looking at the meat prices.
Oh, man.
Let's see. I think, have we get back to making po' man's pudding? All right, Tony B. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Let's see. Cowboy Stew says Drew Green. Pack Woman, much love and appreciation from Australia.
Australian house.
Growing with Hudson loves living with ooh, I can't do it.
The land down under.
I can't do it. All right, let's see. I think I said everybody with the wonderful comments. Okay, who was that said? Let me see. Marsha Shelley says, I make a lot of soups and stews in fall and winter. I know that's right. Adrian, I still eat salmon croquette. Oh, that's one of my favorite meals. Salmon croquette with rice and butter. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And I do put apples in my croquette, though. But she say fried apples and biscuits for breakfast. And a simple a very, I don't know why my hair keep coming up, but a very simple meal is good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real simple. In fact, Mr. H can tell you anytime we eat something and we don't feel good, we can tell you exactly what we ate that made us feel bad, because our diet is really so simple. It's so basic, right?
Yeah.
And if we eat something outside of our diet that makes us feel bad, we know exactly what it is. I don't even eat at Olive Garden anymore.
Yeah.
And y'all know that was my favorite place
Yeah.
to eat, but I don't even eat there anymore. I told Mr. H it seemed like the chicken wasn't real.
Yeah.
I said it tasted weird.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want to eat there anymore because it really did upset my stomach. I don't know if they've changed something or what,
Yeah.
but I haven't had Olive Garden in a long, I have no desire. And that used to be my favorite place.
Yeah.
And I have no desire for Olive Garden anymore.
Yeah. Back to
so
the basics.
You can point to whatever it is.
Back to the basics. Simple way of living, simple way of eating, cutting out all that other stuff. And I guarantee you, we're going to be much more healthier. Because back in the days, people did not come up with counselors and stuff like that.
Nuh-uh.
They didn't.
No, you didn't hear about sick. That's why the majority of our grandparents and great-grandparents were living well into their 90s and 100s because of how basic the diet was from the land, right? Hey, Aunt Linda, the New Orleans gardeners in the house.
New Orleans.
Hey, Auntie.
How you doing, Auntie?
Oh, my goodness. Thomasina, you been saying your name? See, she made me do it. Let's see. All right, y'all. The cleaner you eat, the less you can tolerate processed foods. You are so right about that, y'all. You are so right about that. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think that is going to do it for tonight. Yes. I want to thank all 431 of y'all for coming into this chat. Hopefully, all 431 of y'all hit that like button.
Thumbs up.
Please hit that like button. It probably was fake meat, Deborah.
Yes.
It probably was. So y'all please step out of the chat and hit that like button before we go. And I want to just really take an opportunity to just say thank you to everybody. Yes. I know we have a lot of new subscribers who have recently come aboard to the Homestead Heart family.
Yes.
And we really thank y'all so very, very much. We really appreciate y'all so much.
Yes, we do.
And Mrs. H is trying to get back to herself. Y'all know I haven't been doing a lot of content. I told y'all I was stressed out around here.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, it's real out here in these garden streets.
The struggle is real in these streets.
These garden streets so real. I'm telling you, Mr. H been holding it down.
He been holding it down, honey. He been Mr. H and my daughter been holding it down, and my son, because I'm gonna tell you now, when you're stressed because you just get overwhelmed with all of the work, sometimes it'll cause you to shut down, Yeah. And so I'm slowly like getting back to myself and feeling good and all of that, So thank goodness for family that love you, because Lord knows I needed it.
And y'all are our family.
Thank y'all so much.
And we love y'all. Appreciate everything. We really do. And we have so much fun, communicating.
We do.
Yes, we do.
We really enjoy it, y'all. And thank y'all so much. Yes, ma'am, Auntie Linda. This garden is real. Look, Mr. H said it. It's real out here in these garden streets.
It is, y'all.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us on Monday Night Chat. And God willing, we'll see y'all on the next Monday Night Chat. So y'all stay tuned for that. And don't forget, y'all, I did say, if I get enough people to say in the chat or in the comment section after the live ends, if you want a Super Bowl Sunday where I'm going to do several weeks of nothing but some of my favorite soups, please, you got to post it in the comment section, because I said I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it for 15 people.
You got to have enough people.
I need people who want to see it. If you want to see it, I want to know that you want to see it. So post it in the comment section after the live ends. Okay.
Yeah, because the winter is coming up.
Yeah.
Who knows? Could these soups be canned? Who knows?
Well, of course they can.
And then, in the wintertime, how everybody talk about the flu shots and this flu, this
Oh,
and that.
no,
No, we're gonna have some soup. We're gonna have some
we gonna do it
herbs,
natural.
all natural
Mhm.
herbs,
That's right.
soups. The way how we've
Mhm.
been doing it.
The way we were doing it back in the Gap, that's the way we doing it today.
The way how Big Mama did it.
Like Big Mama did it.
That's what I'm talking about,
That's
y'all.
right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us Monday Night Chat with Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings. Look, don't worry. We too blessed to be stressed. We're going to make it through this, all right? All we got to do is encourage each other to get back to basics.
Peace.
All right?
Yes, y'all. Peace.
Y'all have a great night.